What up? It's your boy. Maybe. Hi, everybody. Tyler McVicker, Passionate Gamer. How are we doing today? Mike is quiet? Ah! Yeah, it is. Hello? Ah? Ah? Ah! There you go. Sorry. Ooh. 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 The mic. Ah! So, hello? 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 Hi? Hello? Ah? Hello? Ah! Hello? 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 Might have been some electric interference on the cabling. Ah! Hello? Okay, it's good now? Yeah, okay. Hello, hello, hello? Hi, sorry about that. All right, we're good now. Cool, okay. Hi, everybody. Tyler McVicker, Passionate Gamer. How are we doing? Had a bit of a leak occur. And it's kind of wild. Yo, what up, Scrub Thillin? It's going to take a minute to get everything situated. Some cool shit. But yeah, give me a second. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate it. My computer is not happy with 7-zip, so we're just gonna make sure any 7-zip related processes are terminated, and we will move forward. Okay, so this is gonna take... Didn't the leaker specifically not want you to cover this? Can you read YouTube chat? Yes. Scrub... okay, yeah, we should probably cover everything that's happened. Crowbar86 with a new Twitch Prime. Scrub Thillin with 49 months on Twitch Prime. We got Bleep Bloop Bloop, new follow. Underscore TF with the follow. Tingman Thing with the 28 months. That's all the stuff that's happened today. If you're new to the channel, please follow. If you're watching on YouTube, go to the Twitch page and follow, and I'll shout you out. Twitch.tv/Tyler McVicker. Okay, so a couple of things have happened in the last 24 to 48 hours. Portal Guy 48, thank you for the follow. That have actually been, it seems they've been building or evolving or rumbling in the background since about 2011, 2012. Is the art in the YouTube thumbnail fan art? No, it's actually from Alien Swarm. It's new. So Moby Frankie is the guy who did the art for Team Fortress 2. He's like the main concept artist for Team Fortress 2, and he has a very unique style. Moby didn't stay at Valve forever. He left, at some point. And at one point, Alien Swarm was going to be far more like Team Fortress 2, and the art that was done for the different characters was done by the same guy, and that's where that art came from. It was part of the leak, was this new Alien Swarm art that has never been seen before of some of these characters, some of these new characters and stuff. So sound is worse on YouTube. Seems like it's picking up more background audio. Yeah, okay, so it's because I turned off sound noise suppression, but Seems like it needs it, so we're gonna turn that back on. See if that helps. All right, so what ended up happening was... Okay, so it actually, you know what? Hold on. So I got a standing desk. I've never done a stream just entirely standing here, but hi. Max Level Hazard with the sub. Is this who I think it is? I have a lot to talk about. Yeah, so I have one of those motorized standing desks. And I got it out of a sponsorship deal from FlexiSpot, the chair company. So I put this together and I have a standing desk now and it's fucking cool. But yeah, it's like one of those automated. Is the middle finger on my left hand my favorite finger? No, because it's broken and it healed wrong. I think this is the guy that I met at the restaurant. Yeah, so before we really start looking at the files themselves, I feel like there needs to be some context put behind the files. Effectively, the way that this worked was on Steam, you're able to download anything, literally anything, as long as you have the ID for that thing, right? So the way that it works is there's an app ID and then there's a manifest ID attached to that app ID. And a manifest is for each individual version of the game that has ever been uploaded to Steam's servers, right? So literally, even if there's a version of the game that's only ever been used internally, it still has a manifest ID. And that goes for literally every single game on Steam, especially Valve, because Valve will use Steam almost as like a version control thing when dealing with external playtesters or external testing. And external testing can occur even if you're not testing with external people. If you're on a team and you would like to be able to test the software that you're working on from home, 9 times out of 10, that means that that build is going to go through Steam, okay? So what actually ended up leaking was an early build. So what we're actually dealing with is an early build of Source Filmmaker. And according to a couple of people whom I trust in the community, specifically Testing Law, this content was found when the Source Filmmaker beta first launched or first leaked in like 2012. Okay? So what appears to have happened, what was there was a group that had access to the Source Filmmaker beta. €2. Tyler, why leaker doesn't want to show file sizes? We'll get to that. So there's more than likely what ended up happening was there were a group of animators in the community that had access to the beta of Source Filmmaker. That beta got shared with a few people, and then the manifest ID for that beta was shared by a few more. That ended up leaking publicly. There's a build of Source Filmmaker that's been out there for a long time that has existed in the public's perception. Like, we've data mined from it for a long time. And it has become clear that whoever leaked that 2012 build of Source Filmmaker didn't leak the full thing and actually deleted a significant portion of really interesting content from it. And what we're dealing with here is the entire almost undoctored build that has been effectively hoarded by community collectors for the last 13 to 14 years. No joke, okay? So this is very similar to the leak that we had in early 24 or 23, where you had like the level 4 sentry and the model for the wizard woman from the magazine cover and all those unreleased Team Fortress 2 maps. This is the same kind of thing, only this is Source Filmmaker. So the majority of the stuff that's being leaked, or at least being found in this build, is stuff that was made specifically for the Meet the Team shorts or trailers. Okay? So you got to keep in mind that when you're seeing a Meet the Team short or you're seeing a trailer, you are looking at a cutscene in Source Engine. Anybody that works in Source Filmmaker knows you're effectively just building a game that is then being recorded just for this one thing. So every movement, every location, every item needs to be animation, map, model, texture work. It's just like you're building a game. So there's a whole bunch of Team Fortress 2 assets that were designed specifically for the short films. The build that we have here predates the finalization and publication of expiration date. Okay, so we're not, as far as I can tell, there isn't really much in terms of expiration date content within this build. However, it does seem as if that is purposeful. So apparently the expiration date content is actually much older than 2014, because expiration date, you know, has a very long and confusing past. It started as a feature-length movie starring Team Fortress 2 characters, and then it became a pilot for an Adult Swim show. And then they condensed it down into a 15-minute short that they released on YouTube. Which means they had been working on expiration date for years. And so a lot of the assets that you see in expiration date were actually made 2008, 2009, 2010. So things like the bucket of chicken, or the boxing ring that Scout and Spy had that final pop quiz in, not in there, and they should be. So it's fairly, it seems as if whomever actually had the files and just put them out today cleaned out a bunch of the most interesting stuff. And the most interesting stuff would be not f-stop, you confused me, would be expiration date related files, because expiration date originally was meant to be a feature-length thing. And there's a whole bunch of scenes that were written and animated to an extent that don't exist in the final version of expiration date. Most famously, the scene where Miss Pauline and Scout actually have their date, and the Heavy is the like the waiter, like, and all he does is just serve strawberries, because Scout and Heavy were under the impression that strawberries were an aphrodisiac. And so the only thing that Heavy was serving Scout and Miss Pauline was a massive pile of strawberries that he had to like shovel onto the table. So that was like a scene that they cut. And we have like the texture sheet for the strawberries and the basic idea of what it was, you know. So like that was one of like the scenes that was cut. And if we were to have gotten a build of Source Filmmaker from like, say, 2015, we would have all the stuff from that. But this build seems to be from like 2010, 2011, and it's been hoarded or gatekept, whatever you want to call it, for well over a decade. And what you're going to see when people are discussing this is that people are going to claim that a lot more than just this Team Fortress content is in the process of leaking. And I want to make sure that we make something clear. The majority of the content that is claimed to be owned doesn't exist. Okay? So let me see if I can find one of these pictures. People have been sharing screenshots of folders, but hiding things like file dates and file sizes, which should be a red flag. But here's an image, right? So this is one of the images that has been shared around, and this looks right like the source code for something. So these are CPP and H files. This is C# or C++ source code, right? So what this is a troll. These are empty files made to look as if they are real. They're not real. However, they're very accurate, and it seems as if the individuals who are building these fake folders full of empty files are using actual content as reference to make these folders appear as legitimate as possible, right? So let me see if I can find another one, because that one was probably the least interesting of them all. But like, okay, so for example, this one, is this the one I want? Is this the one I want? This is the one I want. Okay. So for example, yes, please. So for example, this file was another one that leaked. This is another one of those images that's been going around. These are raw map files for Source 2. These are maps that actually do exist, but you can figure that out by looking at the information within the retail build of Half-Life Alyx. These are empty files that are just sharing file names with actual things that we know exist, right? These aren't real. They don't actually, I can't reach that high, so let me just, come on. They don't actually have Zoo Half-Life 3 base, which is a real file. That's a real thing, right? So in case you're unaware, a zoo in Valve game development terms is a blank map with every item in it, just so that you can get into that and see if the item is working or if you broke the item, right? So this would be every entity or model for Half-Life 3 circa 2013. Because this is not the Half-Life 3 that we're waiting on being developed. This is the Half-Life 3 that predated this HLVR, which became Half-Life Alyx. Now, these files exist somewhere, right? Those were found in what's called the read-only assets bin file. And so that file, I made a video about this back in 2020. And, you know, that file effectively is like a massive list of every file name and file location, but not the files themselves. And it does give you a pretty great picture of what was developed. And it has allowed me to figure out what the early story was sort of meant to be. But they're empty. There's nothing there. There's nothing actually there, if that makes any sense, right? So what ended up actually happening, and the way that they found out that whoever was behind these was lying, was because they tried to fake having Portal 2 beta content, right? So this was one of the files. This is one of the folder images that came out, right? These are VMFs, so these are raw map files, uncompiled maps, the actual Hammer save files. Hammer is the level editor. These are level editor save files. So you can open these up and see all of the work that Valve did in order to be able to create a map for Portal 2. The thing that they don't understand is that the Portal 2 community, more than any of Valve's communities, is the most hyperfixated on its development. Because Portal 2 had a really good, interesting development cycle of like 3 major eras, or 4, don't kill me, right? How do we know that this is fake? These dates don't line up. People know enough about the development of this game to be able to identify that generic core room, right? This map right here, generic core room.vmf, would have been from 2009, not 2008. That doesn't make any sense, because we know that Core Hub was not in development in 2008. That started development post f-stop in 2009. 2008 was f-stop. And when presented with that, they started scrubbing the dates from the files, okay? So why was this happening? I have no fucking clue. It was a massive troll by some members of the Valve Content Discord server. Because the interesting thing was, they had real content that the public was unaware of. But that content appears to have been hoarded for a really, really, really long time. Okay? So what we actually do have is a very interesting amalgam of in-development content from Team Fortress 2, but specifically the short films, the TF2 short films, right? Now, apparently there might be an E3 build of Left 4 Dead 2 going around. There might be some early Counter-Strike Global Offensive stuff going around. It doesn't matter, right? This stuff is really fucking old. So as long as it's not like 2020 and newer, it's just so goddamn old, it's not actually like a big deal. Like, don't leak. Like, I'm not, like, if you are a person who's thinking about leaking content, just don't do it, okay? I did a live stream where I played an unreleased beta build of Half-Life Alyx once, 5 years ago, and it is the biggest professional regret I still have to this day. Don't do it. If it comes out somehow, I'm still going to look at it. It's like part of my job. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, whatever. So, yeah, the files are, so I'm copying all the files over to a public build of Source Filmmaker to look at them. So there aren't any DMX files, which are the actual Source Filmmaker save files, which is a shame. I think those were cleaned. I think whoever has this kept those to themselves because that would have unreleased shorts in them. Why do I regret it? Like, do you want me to actually answer that question? It was incredibly disrespectful to the developers behind the franchise that I love very, very much. It was incredibly messy. I could have done it in a way that didn't get me in trouble. You know, just held on to it for a few years and then used it as a source for a documentary or something, right? But just like playing it like a month after the game came out was just such a terrible move, you know? And I did get in trouble in a way, you know. I had to have a meeting with Valve Legal and stuff, and it was scary, you know. But I've learned my life. You know, I don't have any. Yeah, it's just. It was a weird period of time in my life. I was making a lot of bad decisions. I was very egotistical, and I'm lucky that Valve let me continue doing my job. You know, for 5 years ago, and some other stuff has happened that that has put my opinion of Valve into a completely different light. And I hope one day to be able to talk about specifics, but I do owe them, not my life, but I do owe them a great deal, Valve Software. So, you know, one day I'm going to publish the best documentary you've ever damn seen. That'll be in a couple of years. But there was some stuff that went down, and, you know, Valve showed their true colors, and I owe them a lot. And so that's part of the regret, is because, like, when push comes to 37 months to get lucky, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, when push comes to shove, they can really pull through for you. So whatever. Anyways, Max Level Hazard, 3 months Twitch Prime, thank you so much. The Me Corn 84, Nebula Finn, Literal Garbage 4, Creme 44, Baron Holm Twitch, and Goat X. All new follows. Thank you so much. So yeah, I hate when people see leaks and articles go at it and saying stuff that isn't super true. Yeah, so the only thing that we know for sure is real out of everything that was quote unquote teased or leaked was the Source Filmmaker content. And that no, yeah, Valve turned out to be the GOAT, the absolute savior. Like, it was, yeah, like one day I'll tell the story, and I look forward to telling that story. But I owe Valve a lot, so, you know. And I mean, plus I've been doing something like this for years, like 15 years. And I've been you know, Valve watched me grow up. I mean, they kind of said this in the meeting where I got in trouble. Valve has watched me grow up, because I started doing this when I was 14, and I still do this it's my job. It's my passion. It's one of my passions in life. So, you know, yeah, no, Valve, they're not perfect. For a long time, they were kind of shit in how they treated their employees and how they operated and how they were organized. But you know, I've said this a few times in videos. Believe me when I tell you, they've changed. They're different. Things are different, and it's great. You know, it's great. But yeah, I'm very lucky to be able to continue to hold the position that I hold, you know. So, because like I got Citadel right. We're talking about HLX. I called TF, like I was able to, we as a community were able to catch Codename TF like months after it started production. But, you know, people aren't going to accept that. They want negativity. People don't inherently want negativity. Negativity is easier than positivity. Does that make sense? Negativity is much easier because positivity requires forgiveness. Does that make sense? Positivity requires a hell of a lot more out of a person than negativity, because negativity is the default position. Just turn the switch off. I'm angry. Right? And sometimes there's absolutely reasons to be angry. Do you know what I mean? So okay, so copying the whole zip into SFM just crashes. So we're just gonna use the folder that I've already copied over. Does Gabe N really run Valve? No, and I've said for years that he's been like pseudo retired. You know, he's pseudo retired. He just bought a fucking super yacht company, and he just did an interview where he effectively confirmed, yeah. I'm like, you know, I'm kind of retired a little bit, you know. And that's fine. How old is he? Like 70 at this point? Like, Gabe, if you want to retire, you can retire. It's no big deal. I find it very interesting that as soon as you kind of stepped away, shit started coming together a bit better. You know, no shade, but it is curious. He's 62. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's 3 years off of the age my dad got to retire, and about 8 years off from the age I'll get to retire by the time I hit that age, if I get to hit that age. So I saw your early vids. You've grown. Stick at it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How's the standing desk? I fucking love it. Yeah, I wanted to do the gag, and I did the gag, but you probably missed it, where I started the stream sitting, and I pulled it up without really bringing much attention to it. But yeah, FlexiSpot sent me a standing desk, and it's really cool. All right, so I'm just going to copy this into here. So what entirely was leaked? The Valve internal TF movies folder is the biggest thing. The Valve internal TF movies folder. Oh, €2. I appreciate that he responded to my Borealis email. Oh, that was yours? You were the one that asked, would you want to work on the Borealis? He's a cool dude. Yeah, he answers he answers emails. He answers pretty much all the emails he gets. Unless you email him like, Half-Life 3? When's Half-Life 3? You know? Who knows? Even expiration date? No. So it's like from like 2011, 2012. It's apparent that the people who released this zip file cleaned it. You know? What's your favorite game on Source Engine? Portal 1. You know? Portal 1's my favorite. You're getting a bidet ad? Hell yeah, I'll clean that tush. According to IGN and others, you're an official Volvo employee that announced Half-Life 3 will be released tomorrow every other week. Ignoring your disclaimers. No. Does it have Adult Swim stuff? I think some. There's hundreds of thousands of VCD files, so it's kind of having trouble copying everything over, but been watching and waiting for Half-Life 3 since 2013. It feels weird to finally have this much evidence of it. Like I'm dreaming or something. Yeah, isn't it crazy? So I have a lot of like security on this computer for obvious reasons, and my computer does not want to copy these files. I'm not entirely sure why. Others have seems to be able to copy these files just fine, but trying to get them into the Source Filmmaker folder seems to be a pain, and it doesn't want to do it. Nice walls. Thank you. Are you in them? You look like Hugo Martin. Thank you. That's my dad. Gonna be hanging out with him in a couple of days. Who just subbed? Helinos _ 2 months. Oh, it looks like it already did copy. That's interesting. This is going to be a mess. The walls look like the place from your first vids. Well, my first vids were in my parents' basement because I was 14 years old. My first videos were done in 2010, 2011. I did a couple of videos that I never published. Andre Zazumis, new Twitch Prime, thank you so much. All right, it's finally copied over. There's some stuff in the Half-Life 2 folder that looks interesting, but we're just going to look at the TF stuff here first. Has there ever been any info on a Portal VR game? Yeah. Yeah. Not really the time or place to talk about it, but yes, there have been yeah. There have been Portal VR games attempted. Was there any other stuff leaked? Tyler, will you do the episode 3 deep dive video? Yep. That's my goal for when I get back from QuakeCon. So, I'm going to be entirely real with y'all. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't use Source Filmmaker. So, so how do I use this program? How do I use this program to look at... all I want to do is use it to look at models and maps. That's all I want. Oh, what did I do? Open document. So only DMX files. How do you not know this is a genuine question? I've never actually used this. Do you need an SFM interpreter? Yes, please. Press the plus button. Okay. Create new model. Oh, what was that? Kerner Sandals. Hell yeah. Yeah? Okay, here we go. So there's a lot. Is there a way I can make this a bit bigger? So it's going to be tough to be able to differentiate what's in there normally and what isn't. Trying to think, is there an easier way to separate them out? So I saw a bit... Oh, stupid boyer. You did. It was great. You did a really good job. Thank you so much. Oh. Hello? 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 Hi, is this security officer the Fawns? Cool. Yeah, I might need an SFM interpreter, but I think I might need to reformat how I have these files laid out, because I just threw everything into a TF folder and that's not working. So How are you doing? Introduce yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, okay, so if I wanted to do that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to uninstall SFM, delete everything, and start over. If you're watching on YouTube, you won't be able to hear the guy because YouTube can't have my desktop audio be broadcast out for copyright reasons. Them's the breaks. If you want to hear this other guy, the security officer, the Fawns guy, he's on twitch.tv/Tyler McVicker. A Red the King, Rodan91, Linus Train, and PHP_22. Thank you so much for the follow. Fortnite Lover 24 also there with the follow. Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh, Spence the Bents with the $10. Thank you so much, Spence the Bents with the $10. So we're just gonna install it onto this drive. We're gonna let that download. The Red Doctor subscribed. Yo, Valve News Pickle, Sleepy Cat Official, Funk, Dr. Greg's, Asley the Asshole, that's a great name. Milo Tylo _. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for being here. Yeah, so it's just going to take a minute and we'll be able to look at this. What I'm going to do in the meantime, yeah, I'm not going to Twitch. Okay. Don't then. So what's interesting is this was found on my Discord server. They were looking through it and they found a bunch of unreleased weaponry all lined up in a row. So this is a bunch of unreleased weaponry from Team Fortress 2. Oh, the stream's lagging. Yeah, it's because I'm downloading Source Filmmaker. Everybody should refresh. Everybody should refresh. All right. Okay, so I'm going into Source Filmmaker, and you think I should just make a new mod folder? Like this user mod folder? TF2_SFM 2025. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. All right, so I just dropped the files into user mod here. Oh, into TF2SFM. Is there any purpose in copying over the bin? I mean, I wouldn't think so. I'm just going to copy boop, 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 boop. Right over. So what's in the resource? Yeah, that's just UI and stuff. We don't need that. Oh, we got some fonts in here. That's pretty cool. I mean, we can look at this like later, but this isn't gonna this isn't gonna show us anything useful. And also, I think these files have been out there for a while. So, all right, and then we'll hello. So we'll close that. Who are these bald men on your desktop? That's Coldplay. Big fan. They're the people who sing the songs. And then we're gonna, whoop, yep. Yo, Kron just gifted a whole bunch of stuff. Kron just gifted 4 tier 1 subs to the Tyler McVicker community. What a guy. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Yeah, can you believe that? Waiting for Tyler to talk about Coldplay for an hour? Oh, you know me so well. All right. Yeah, so now let's see if this works, and let's see if Security Officer the Fonz is the genius that we think that he is. Sorry this is taking so long, but I'm just one guy. No, I don't want it to access my network. Fuck off. All right. So how do I have it change the mod it's running on? It just jumped right in. Can I just do the thing where I create a shortcut and tell it to launch for the mod that I made? Game, and then it's TF2_SFM 2025. Unable to find gameinfo.txt. Does this need to have a game? Yeah, this needs to have a gameinfo.txt. So if I just copy this one, no, the TF2SFM thing. If I copy this into there, would it work then? Doink. Yep. That worked. All right, new session. No map loaded. How do I load a map? Game. Oh, can I just do console? Map. Yeah, I can just use the console. I don't need you, Grandpa. All right, let's load one of these new maps that leaked. Let's try FA _ Grax. All of my friends out there, we love FA _ Grax. Let's give a hand. Let's give a round of applause for FA _ Grax. FA _ Grax. That is our favorite TF2 level. That's the classic. FA _ Grax. Let's go. Let's hear it for Grax. Let's hear it for Grax. The unsung hero of Team Fortress 2. Let's hear it for Grax. All right, let's see. Are we in Grax? Oh my God, we're in Grax! What map is this? Oh wait, no, this is well. It's like a yeah. Wait, what map is this? Is this Gold Rush? Use your scroll wheel to change the FOV. That's not working. What's Grax? Yeah, it's an arena map. I know it's Grax, but like, what is Grax? This looks familiar. Yeah, this is an arena map. This looks familiar. I feel like I've played on Grax. You guys ever play on Grax? Hold camera and use scroll wheel. What is camera? I don't have a camera key. I don't have an SFM keyboard. Oh my God! Let's give it a let's give it. Oh, that's Grax. Let's look at our render settings. We want to make sure that Grax looks mwah. We don't want Grax to look bad. Oh my God! Artsy Grax! Guys, look at that. Look how artsy Grax looks. I love how artsy Grax looks now. Yeah. All right, okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we look through anything is we're going to look through the maps. We're going to look through the maps, all right? We're in Source Filmmaker. We're going to look through the maps. We're going to go in order. The first map is AFD_warehouse. We fucking hate AFD_warehouse. AFD_warehouse. That's what killed TF2. Out of the top 3 things that killed TF2, number 1, me. Number 2, this. Yeah. You see, I hate that what leaked were compiled maps. I hate that. I want the VMFs. This is the I am heavy weapons guy. And this is my weapon. She weighs 350 kilograms and fires custom 2 cartridges at 15 rounds per second. It costs $15,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds. Some people think they can outsmart me. Maybe. I have yet to meet one person who can outsmart Bullet. Here's ATI warehouse. Oh my God. ATI warehouse has really fancy everything. ATI warehouse has a board game on the table here. That's fancy. It's the outside is there's this piece of geometry that's new. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people. I'm a force of nature. If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo! Yeah. Classic Scout. Glass? Who gives a fuck about glass? What is bar test? I bet Bart, this map is missing HDR. SFM requires HDR. You need to create HDR. Okay. I could just try and open it. I could just try and open these maps in TF2 proper. What's with all the fucking text file? I don't want all your goddamn text files. What do I look like? A fucking reader guy? Do I look like I read? What, like one of them girls with, like, the glasses who, like, are on a little crooked, and their hair's kind of funny? You know. Ah! Most of these maps don't work since they're on the Alien Swarm branch, which won't work in TF2. Oh. How do I do that with the missing HDR, though? I have to go. I have to go boop. Glass? Who gives a fuck about glass? All right, here's all the stuff in SFM 2025. We got a list here. We got a list of cool shit to look at. All right, we got AFD warehouse. Boo! Get a job, you bum. ATI warehouse. It's a little good. It's okay. It's like a little guy. It's just like, give me a little bit of that, and that's all right. So I'm going to try and load bar test again. So it says you can create HDR light maps for your map with Hammer or VRAD. See Source Developer Wiki for info. It's really, so I'm just going to, wow, this looks awful. But I'm going to turn off all the, no. What the hell? What the hell is this? This is the warehouse map again. You think you're gonna get the fuck back in here just because you look a little bit different? I see you. I know what you're doing. Come on. Go fix your fucking problem and come back, buddy. But stop trying to wear a trench coat to get in here. This is an early Meet the Medic map. Oh, okay. Oh, you're a little Tuggaloo come around here, little Tuggaloo. Look at this fucking red shed Tuggaloo. Think he can come pull one up on me. Look at this fucking guy. He looks like he can... Hey, he thinks he gonna pull one over on you. He thinks he's better than you. Paulie, get this fucking guy. Get this fucking red shed. He's born 1923 looking... Oh, what, you're like 102 years old, 103? I can't do math. Ah, oh, cool. All right. My moms will be proud. Oh! This guy don't even have walls! What? Look at this guy. He don't even got walls! What the hell? You think you're gonna pass off? You try and be another fucking Team Fortress, whatever? Nah, forget about it. Let's go look at something else. I'm getting sick just looking at him. I'm getting sick. I'm getting sick just looking at him. Get the fuck out of my sight. All right, I'm gonna do an impression that I do to my wife all the time, and it always makes her laugh. Okay, I want everybody in chat, and I want you listening to tell me what impression I'm doing. Get the
fuck out of my house, you fat bastard. You bald bastard. Get the fuck out of... What are you doing? Get the fuck out of my house. You always come in, you're fucking with my stuff. My kid, get the fuck out of my house. You fucking bald bastard. Who's that? Somebody has to get that. It's not Trumpet Guy. It's not Bill Burr. It's not... You no talent. You piece of shit. You come around here. You don't respect music. Music is an appreciation of silence. I walked up Bob Dylan. I walked up Bob Dylan. Susie Curb. Susie Curb. Somebody got it. Somebody got it. Sharkma. It's Susie from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Sharkma. Round of applause for Sharkma. We got a cultured guy in here. Larry, get the fuck out of my house, Larry, you bald bastard. Get the fuck out. Lint got it? Lint's my man. Why don't I see Lint? Oh, Susie from Curb. Hell yeah. Larry, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my house, Larry. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm so much. All right, let's look at this other map, this fucking box map. What the fuck is this? Is there any way I can make the window just a bit bigger? I'm looking, it's like I got blinders on you. It's like I'm a horse. I'm a racehorse with blinders. What am I looking at? But I'm not trying to make no fucking, I'm not trying to make no movie. I just want to take a look at these maps. Just help me out. It's just a box. What am I looking at? It's just a box. It's just a fucking box. Why is this even important? Why'd you put this in the leak? You take out the expiration date shit and then you put it in a fucking box. What am I looking at? Come on. What can we do in this box? We could it's full of fucking appreciation. We appreciate the box. We appreciate life. Life gives you a box. You make box age. You know what I mean? You gotta think inside the box, but in order to think inside the box, you gotta go outside the box a bit. You gotta go outside the box a little bit. You go outside, look at that. The sky disappears. You think outside the box, the sky disappears. You go back inside the box, the sky is there. It's that easy, ladies and gentlemen. Slap, the onion is peeled. My wife is standing in that doorway right there, looking at me like I'm some fucking schmuck. She's looking at me like I'm some fucking schmuck. I ain't no schmuck. I'm just taking a look at this box. I'm trying to think outside the box and she opens the door. You know what happens when she opens the door? It means I'm doing something I should stop. That's what it means. I'm making a fool of myself and she has to go out in public and be married to this guy. This fucking guy. Get the fuck out of my house, Larry. Oh, God. All right, so that's just a box. Sometimes I lose myself in a character and then it takes a while to find my way back. This map is missing high dynamic range light maps. That's all right. Yo, what's up? Oh, look at this. It's just another fucking, it's literally just another fucking box. What is this? What is this box called? What is this called? It's called box. It's another fucking box. What the fuck? No, this is called car map. Car underscore map. This ain't no car. There's no cars. There's no cars in here. There's no models in here. Did I do it wrong? I screw it up? Spy's car? What are you talking about, Spy's car? Spy don't drive no car. What do I look like? What do I look like? A guy who just spends his days thinking about Team Fortress 2 and nothing else. I got taxes to pay. I can't pay my taxes if all I'm IRS knocking on my door. Hello, pay your taxes. And I'm like, yeah, but the spy drives a car. Nah, that don't fucking fly. We got an ambulance. Is that it? Oh, we got Headless Hat Man. We got Knight. That leaked a while ago. We got a dispense. Need a dispense. You know that thing? You know how they say that the southern guy with the helmet, he goes, need a dispenser here. Oh, wait, that's the scout. Never mind. I was almost a perfect scout impression, and it just came out. I wouldn't even try. I was trying to do engineer, and a scout came out. I don't know what happened there. Oh, look at that. Your mom's car. Yo, I'm looking for your mother's car. Tell her I said hi. Tell your mother I said hi. What the fuck you looking at? I'm just saying hi to your mother. So we got the repair node. It's fully textured there. That leaked a while ago. That's not new. Is any of this new? Oh, we got a big old ball. Big red ball. I mean, that's what I look like when I see your mother. Big red ball. Get it? Because it's a ball. I'm talking about my balls here. Oh. Oh. So what's wall base? Isn't this like, what the hell is this? Like buildable wall? Buildable wall, that's what this is, wall base. Look, here's the thing. I don't remember every single... It looks like a crazy guy. It looks like a frog. It's 2 eyes, it's just the frog eyes. He's looking at me like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just trying to build a wall. It says buildables wall base. Tyler, have you seen the image of you mentioned in the sequence filter boxes for something for the TF2 leak? Yeah, so one of the guys who was teasing this leak put, Tyler, if you make a video about this, I'm not releasing the rest of it. So what did I do? I waited for him to leak it anyways, and then bada boom, I'm making the video. I've seen every Martin Scorsese movie ever made. Can you tell? Okay, I've seen every Martin Scorsese movie that wasn't fucking animated. I don't watch cartoons. No, I have. But this guy, though, he don't watch no fucking... What do I look like? I watch Blue's Clues all the time. You want to turn on Bluey? You want to turn on... Oh, whoa, you want to turn on Bluey? No, I watch cool shit like The Wire. You like The Wire? Oh, he hasn't even seen this fucking guy. Hasn't even seen The fucking Wire. I bet... Have you seen... What about Sopranos? Have you seen The Sopranos? Hey, shout-outs. You haven't even seen... What? What the fuck are you doing here, Larry? I remember that episode. It's gone, Larry! You fucking bald bastard. We got a hologram. We got 2-foot light shaft spawn next. Light shaft window, model 1. Medic cry yell. Medic gun case. Medic gun casing. Oh, minigun casing. Muzzle flash, sentry muzzle flash. Palm tree. We love palm trees. You just besmirched the name of Blue's Clues in the big 2025? I'm kind of hurt. No, that guy said it, not me. I love Blue's Clues. Shout out Steve. Gory bit. I'm not seeing that before. It's a lot of destruction here, Larry. I'm having trouble identifying what's actually new and what isn't. This is overwhelming. Yeah, this guy's new. This guy's new. Look at this. Look at this fucking guy. He's looking at you like, He's looking at you like, I am young soldier. This is me when I enlisted in World War II, maggot. In reality, it was like 1965, and I was killing a whole bunch of German people because I didn't understand that there was an end to World War II. Listen up here. If fighting is to result in victory, then you must fight. And who said that?
And I think he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. Almost ran out of air. So yeah, this is an interesting model. It's like an early beret-wearing soldier. This has got to be like really, really early stuff. Yeah, so if you look here, okay, so this is the first interesting thing. This is in a folder called MP Tests. MP Tests would be like right at the part where they went, fuck it, let's just remake TFC. Right? There was a point in time where they were like they, okay, so let me tell you a story. All right, so here's the thing. 1998, Robin Walker gets hired at Valve Software to make Team Fortress 2. Team Fortress 2 at this point was called Valve's Team Fortress, and it was a realistic military shooter strategic thing. It was then renamed to Team Fortress 2 Brotherhood of Arms. This big tactical game with an extra class that was like the commander that would look down on things, and then that evolved into Team Fortress 2 Invasion. There was a step in between where it was like Roman aliens versus humans, whole thing, didn't last long, and then there was a leak, 2003, big leak. Source code for this version of Team Fortress leaks and 2 models, just 2. 2 models, no maps, 2 models. The game, Team Fortress 2 Invasion, was not done, right? But it was great. Everybody loved it. You could ride Striders. Let's get everybody in the chat. Let's type in, you could ride Striders. All right? You could ride Striders. But there was a leak. Hi, you're a beautiful person with a charming personality. Welcome to Riding Striders. After 4 years in development, hopefully it'll have been worth the wait. Holy shit, that's better than mine, dude. That's great. That one, do that again. You gotta say like 800 times. That's so good, dude. Oh my God. It's just like, you gotta like lower it, like go into like Audacity or something and just lower the pitch just a little bit. Yeah. Welcome to Team Fortress. It's like a young Gabe Newell. It's not Gabe now. It's like 2007 Gabe Newell. No. It's me, Gabe Newell. No. Yes, I do. Holy shit, we got Gabe Newell here, everybody. We went back in time and we got Gabe Newell from 2006. No. Yeah, it was like, right, and, we were... let me try. Let's do Gabe talking to Gabe. Okay, yours is better than mine, but let's do Gabe talking to Gabe. I gotta get into the... You're a beautiful person with a charming personality. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. After 9 years in development, hopefully it'll have been worth the wait. To listen to a commentary node, place your crosshair over the commentary node and press the use key. All right. It's me, Gabe Newell. Gaben. Well, yeah, my email is also gaben@valvesoftware.com. My password was, we shared our you remember we shared our password to show that my password is Mooley FTW. So, Gabe Newell, who's your favorite, who's your favorite, right. I really feel like we need to get back to scaring our players. We need to show them. We have to go back to we have to go back to scaring our players. We need to remind them of their fading abilities and the death of their children. Welcome to Team Fortress 2. Did you know we used a picture of a real corpse in Half-Life 2? Check out Richter Overtime's video. Yeah, me and Gabe here. I'm Gabe too. That's Gabe Prime. I'm just Chariots. Yeah. We hired a team from Digipen. They came in and they welcome to Team Fortress 2. They showed us a game, and I didn't even let them. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. All right. All right. So this is. No. I'm, to listen. Hi. You're a beautiful person. You're a beautiful person with a charming personality. I'm Gabe Newell, and I wanted to show a knife. This is not a real knife. It's not a real knife. This is fake. This is made as a prop. So, Twitch, you're a beautiful person. This is the knife that I walked into the Team Fortress 2 office, and I went, put this knife in the game, or you're all fired. And so they put I wanted a butterfly knife. So we put, this was my butterfly knife. Do you remember our butterfly knife, Gabe? Yeah, it's our butterfly knife. And we walked in, Robin Walker was working hard, and we threatened him. Yeah. And then dude. No, your Gabe Newell impression's too good. That was too real. That was too fucking real for a second there. For a second, it was like, I've met him once. Yeah, no, dude, that hurt my brain. Like for a second, like we were, oh my God. For a second, I thought I was just on that. Oh, that. Thought it was Dutch. You don't even know. Yeah, I guess whatever. I wanted a super yacht company because they wouldn't make a yacht that supported fiber optic cabling, you know. They took $4. No.
No, because time travel is that's stuck in the 90s. That's so fucking funny though. Oh my god. All right, we have to get back. So what I was trying to say, what I'm trying to say is at this folder that has this content in it, MP tests, this is the earliest of earliest stuff that you can have. What's interesting is there's this QC_Army Men model. So, okay, what you're going to notice here is this is the Army Man from MP tests, right? The other things are just Half-Life 2 imports. But then there's this very early soldier model, right? This is from the earliest of early Team Fortress 2 build, of the version of Team Fortress 2 that we know. The crazy thing about that, right? We have the source code for that build, right? It's TFC_imported. That's what this is. We also have maps from this build, and you can tell when a map was made for this early period of production because the scale is off, right? So Team Fortress 2, each Valve game has a different scale, meaning how big the things are in relation to everything else, right? Originally, when they ported Team Fortress Classic into Source Engine, they kept the same scale. So the things are much bigger than they actually are in Team Fortress 2, right? So when they ported in Dust Bowl, they must have used this guy as the test character, which means we're getting closer, I guess, but like, not only that, but like in MP, like this is a multiplayer test thing. I think what this is the original like player character from the very first build of Team Fortress 2 in the iteration that we are aware of. I think this is being glossed over. $20 from Marcel Eno Morno 4506. Thank you so much. Anywho, yeah, so that's MP tests. This could be turned into something crazy, like a crazy reproduction of something. I don't know if that's because that's just been left over this whole time. Like, it's obvious that it's not the original texture because it's an overwritten texture, but the UVs match. So it's an evolution. So the soldier model that we have is an evolution of that model. Do you know what I mean? Boom. Headshot. These are all class cosmetics. All right, so I'm going to skip. So, okay, of course there could be something in here that's like unreleased, but it's very possible that whatever is actually in here is already leaked in the past. Yeah, we got some, we have a slightly earlier Portal 2 cube for some reason. We also have Saxton Hale. This is an earlier Saxton Hale model. This isn't the one that we have now or we use now. This is the version from like ages ago. You know? So we're still in a box. Let's open a different map. All right. So car map, character lighting map. Let's see what this is. So if there are models, it's still going to load the models, right? Like I'm not going to get screwed over and it's not going to... Oh. It does. Yeah, he's still there. So this is just warehouse again. This is literally just warehouse again. Press F11 to run the map in a TF... Oh, look at that. Thank you for telling me that now. That was really cool. It took you so long to tell me. It's really cool of you.
I'm changing the resolution. I think I crashed the whole thing. Are we still alive? Are we here? I'm gonna load a different map, I think. No, I'm gonna quit without saving is what I'm gonna do. All right. Go watch on Twitch. I'm gonna play a super sick song while I figure this out. If you're watching on YouTube like a freaking loser, go watch. I'm sorry. That was rude. Yeah, they don't hear you. They don't hear you. Go watch on YouTube. Go watch on... I don't even know what I'm saying. Go watch on Twitch. All right, you're gonna listen to a cool song. I can't hear you. I'm jamming. Whoa. What the hell? All right, we're back. Hey, Gabe. Without music, that looks insane. Look at this. Look at that. So what was the purpose of this map? Was this the map that they made the original gameplay trailer in? It's still using the TFC layout for the most part, which is interesting. You know. Also, there's some kind of like effect that's going on when I move too fast, like downward. You see that? When I move up and down, it's like, oh! It's like some crazy motion blur, but only when I'm moving up and down. But yeah, dude, what the hell? No, I know. So, like, this blue... So this is the version of the map from TF2 version... That's... That's not... Thank you. So... It's Fulbright. Yeah, so this is back when you could still go into the opposing teams. Oh, okay. So blue teams spawn. So they were working on red team's thing first. Look at this. They really did. But this is wild. Like, this is really real. Check second red spawn. Actually, I'll check other blue spawn. Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah. There's this little... Yeah, okay. So if I check second red... Whoa. Right. Right. Man, this is cool. So is this map entirely new to this leak? Neither have I. I've seen... So there is an early version of 2 Fort, but it's entirely untextured. Do you know what I'm talking about? Bright Sky 20. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's new. Wow. That's sick as hell. Yeah, this is wild. How do I go back? Is it just F11 again? Yeah. That is fucking wild. That is so cool. Hey, Valve, we really, really like this. Valve, we love this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so 2 Fort demo. Capture the Flag Test Room 07. Is that... I think I know what this one is. Oh, I don't know what this is. What? How old is this? So there's... Okay, so this is... What the hell? What would this have been used for? Because it looks like oddly familiar. Yeah, it does, but it's this isn't that at all. This is very obviously an SFM set of some sort. These are chairs. So it's like 2 chairs looking into an interrogation room with like all of these people sitting behind this table here. That's the setup. That's what this is. And then you've got all these shelves behind us, probably with crates on them. It could be early Meet the Medic. That's true. Yeah.
Okay, when people say the unused stuff from Meet the Medic, they're talking about, like, Meet the Medic was originally attempted much, much earlier, right? It wasn't like we tried this one and then we moved on to this one. It was we tried one and then we did like Meet the Heavy instead or something. But like this interrogation setup is like, because I have heard that the original Meet the Team stuff was that everything was an they were interrogating the classes. But then, so there's one, how many chairs are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Okay. So then the other classes would be watching the interrogation, maybe of the, like the opposite team. Yeah. 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 It's possible. So this is, okay, yeah, this is the untextured 2 fort where it's literally just the TFC iteration. Yeah, so like I guess Meet the Teams originally might have been interrogations. You learn something new every day. How about that? FA Granary Mid. Excuse me. What would FA stand for? Because it's just, oh, it's more than Granary's midpoint. It's like it's blocked off for gameplay. Is FA free for all? Big Dota 2 update, they removed HLX lines. Facial animation? Oh, this is the Meet the Scout map. That's true. But it's interesting that they would go so far as to allow this section to still exist and then block it off. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're making sure that you can't access this area of the map. But if it's just for animation purposes, why even go that far? We have the scout map, it's not that. So maybe this is quicker compile times? That does, like... Yeah. Maybe it was visible in the background. FA Gravel Pit C. Yeah, but the thing is, like, these are areas that are, like, known arenas of the early game. Right? It's not, like, just places that look good on camera. This is, okay, it's like, okay, now it's it's like, well, center point. Here's, or is this, you know what I mean? And there's Grax, and then there's well mid. Granary, gravel pit, well. So this is well's midpoint. And is it like... And it's just the early shipped maps. FA, gravel pit, like... These are just early shipped maps. So part of me thinks that this FA thing was like an early deathmatch thing. Because it's gravel pit, granary, well, and then Grax. Which is just an entire unused arena map that they must have made very early on and didn't ship for a long time.
Gold Rush Spawn. Thank you for all this stuff. I appreciate it. Gold Rush Spawn. Yeah, that's what this is. It's Gold Rush's spawn, all right. Maybe they're made for rendering, like, yeah, maybe, but then, like, I guess the question just is, what is FA? What does FA stand for, you know? Holes map. Is it Shia LaBeouf? It's just a box. Shia LaBeouf tricked us again. He did it again. He tricked us. Hotel room. So this is, yeah, this is the map they built for the screenshots, like the little Polaroids of Spy having sex with Scout's mom. All right. I'm going to take a quick break. I got to use the bathroom, and then I will be back. I'm going to hang up with you now, if that's okay. Because I have to, like, really buckle down to actually do the job part of the job. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back in like 10 minutes. So peace and air grease. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to y'all later in a second. I'll take y'all in a second. All right. We'll be right back. Hello. Hi. What's up? All right, so when we left off, we were looking at the room that Scout's mom had sex with Spy in. This next song was donated by Shig. Thank you. Oh! Things are blocked. Wait, hello? Fuck you, Larry. This microphone sucks. So what is this map based on? Koth Viaduct and then just Lumberyard. You met Goldick the other day and he had you record a video of me? Yeah, that sounds familiar. Medic cart push. That's the 3D skybox. Where's the map? There's the map. Yep, this is the Meet the Medic cart push thing, I guess. Meet Medic cart push. Meet the demo. Meet the team demo. Yeah, that's what this is. Where's the place he sits? Is it underneath the map? Yep. That's cool. Meet the engineer. Yep. That's the Meet the Engineer. Meet the Engineer light. That ain't no truck. That's just a block. Meet the medic. Meet the Engineer is in retail. I know that. Yeah, this is the opening scene of Meet the Medic. What map is this? What map is this based on? Badwater Basin. I love this hotel room. What am I talking about? This hospital looks sick. So it's just the outside bit. It doesn't seem like the actual hospital waiting. What's this? There's a hallway underneath the map. There's the 3D skybox. Yeah, it was giving me Mercenary Park vibes for some reason. Whoa. Oh, wow, it is Badwater. Oh my god, yes, it is Badwater. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. It's a new leak. It happened today. Turns out this wasn't even hacked or stolen or anything. It was just from in an old manifest. All right, this next song was donated by Corn Cube. Shia LaBeouf. Meet the Medic final scene. This is old Meet the Medic. Yeah, we don't know much about what the old Meet the Medic really was. But this is in a German brewery. And it's built underneath, I think, just normal-ass Badwater. Wait, no, it's not. What am I looking at? It's an extra little piece here. There's this area. Okay, so this is an early version of Badwater, it looks like. Some of those layout changes feel like they were just from an early version of the gameplay version of the map and not just... Meet the Medic God Ray. All right, that's caught up with all those. Thank you for the donations. Exclamation point tip in the chat. Send your own. Okay, so the lighting is broken. The F key on the keyboard isn't working. Specifically, the F key isn't working. So this is God Ray scene? I don't know what that is. Would that be the part where he's like at the top of the hill with Heavy? And like... Wait, in the 3D skybox, there's like a flame. Okay, so this is the skybox for when like all of the soldiers are just like dying. Okay. Right. Meet the Medic light. Okay, what's this gonna be? Yeah, this is light. That's light, all right. Okay, so this might be like the like really, 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 really early like hospital operation room where he's talking to Heavy. Like absurdly early. Okay. Like they just built the room. And here's a test map. Yeah, see? Is it okay? Yeah, this is more what I thought it would be. And then underneath... Man, it's really cool to see that these are just like really thrown together. I wonder, are other scenes taking place in this map, or did they... Because I remember Meet the Medic was the first one that was like really complicated. Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Yo soy aesthetic. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So that must be what that is. And then Meet the Medic merge. Okay, so this is all of the stuff put together. Here's a later version of this, the brewery. It's got a truck in here, right? And then here's the hill. So this must be all of the stuff. And I guess that means that the brewery was like in the thing, in this version of the thing for a long time, I guess. Yeah, this is... Okay, so this is earlier than that hospital one because it still needs to be... The facade for the hospital still needs to be built. All right, so this is still the earlier version with the brewery, but it still took place on Badwater, which is interesting. There's some Meet the Medic config files. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have the session files, so we can't like open them. And this, I think this predates Meet the Pyro fully coming out. So this would be like while Meet the Pyro was in development. Is this meant to be Pyroland? This weird looking thing. What the hell? Digital Doctor 999, thank you for the sub. Yeah, because like there like the areas that they would be doing the interviews aren't here unless this is what that is. Yeah, I guess this is the interview room. So this is just an early version of the map from Meet the Pyro. Okay. Yeah. Meet the Sandwich. Let's see what this map actually looks like. This is a lot bigger than I thought the Meet the Sandwich map would be. Okay, so it's Dust Bowl. But it seems to be like a weird €5. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're on Dust Bowl. And this is the Meet the Sandwich map. It's literally just, it's the whole map. Is it really just the whole map? No, it's not the whole map. This doesn't look like Final Dust Bowl. This looks like something else. Yeah, where's the fridge? What is this? This looks like this doesn't look like Dust Bowl. This looks like something different, but also still Dust Bowl. It's beta 2007 Dust Bowl, but just the first. Yeah, this is a beta Dust Bowl. Okay. And they did Meet the fucking Sandwich on a beta Dust Bowl. Where the hell is the... Oh, it's in here. Okay. So this is where the refrigerator would be? Just in this wooden room? What is this? What the hell? What is this? This is really weird. This is the spawn room? So much of the geometry is just taken out, but at the same time, it's like in like really strange ways. But yeah, this is definitely an earlier version of Dust Bowl, but like maybe not by a whole lot. And also there is no refrigerator. This is Meet the Sandwich. This apparently is where Meet the Sandwich takes place, but there's no refrigerator in here. Okay. Meet the Scout. So what are the ones that are already in Source Filmmaker to begin with? The fridge model is in the files. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yep, that's the fridge. NG Soldier and Heavy. All right. How do I delete this model? Can I Control Z this model? Yeah. So Meet the Scout. Yo, what's up? Yeah, you see, this is this also blocked off in the same way? No, it's not. And where's all the blood that he punched out? Okay, so this is the room with the battle. So where's the room with the interview? Oh, look at that. Yeah, because of the scene where he's running around. How about that? So where's the interview room? Is it underneath this? Wait, is that a... Did I see a boat? What? Why is there a boat? That's the skybox? Oh. That's in the skybox. I've never noticed the boat before. Is that... Oh, is this the interview? Yep. I don't even know where to start with you. Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where the interview took place. It's just the model for Meet the Scout is gone because it's like an actual model. Where's the Scout card? Yeah, I don't understand why the model placements are lost. Because some of the models are here, some of them aren't. Is it considered a cinematic model, so it's just it doesn't count in the world space? So like, here's the Meet the Heavy card. Yeah, right there. Oh, the DMX file places the model. So it's an actual, yeah. That's sick. If I type in, there's the Meet the Pyro card, which wouldn't be done yet because Meet the Pyro wasn't finished. I don't think at the time of this leaking. Con Newton, thank you for the 18 months. Oof. We have that matchbox now. Sick. Meet the sniper. Boom. 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 Headshot. Sniper's good. Sniper's a good job, mate. Sniper's a good job, mate. They just put like an extra box above everything to put the sniper in. Here's a long ass road. Where's the payphone? Dad, put mum on the phone. Oh, is the payphone also going to be part of the DMX file, so it's not going to be here? Man, this is a crazy way to get slightly earlier versions of maps. Payphone. Ah! Night World Delta. Yo, thank you. What is this room for? Oh, it's for... Okay. So when Sniper's brushing his teeth, he's like 10 feet off the ground. Be polite. Be efficient. Have a plan to kill everyone you meet. That's not very efficient, Sniper. Boom. Headshot. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum, bum, bum. Sick nasty, man. Sick nasty. Sick as hell. We're learning just little things. Little tiny things. Meet the Soldier LV. Have I heard the isolated track? Yes, I have. This is the map where you go, if fighting is right. Andre said that. And I think he knows a little more about fighting than you do. Hey, it's the fence. It's the fence. It's the head fence. Me and my homies love head fence. Unless it's a farm. Meet the spy. Did anyone happen to kill a red spy? Well, then we still have a problem. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this map is just the staircase down. Out of my way, son. One. Incoming! Hey, it's still here. And then this is those little vignettes. So, like, this is where he gets Sniper. This is where... Whoa, what is this? Is this where he gets Medic? Yo, look at the lighting in this room. This is NG Sapper. Okay. And then the medic one takes place like out here, right? This is awesome. This is awesome, man. They made this room so much bigger for the extra detail because it's going to be seen in the video. Where's the... A red spy's in the base. Where's that room? Intruder alert! Red spy's in the base. A red spy's in the base. Alarm room is a big, empty white room. Oh, is it because all the stuff are in the DMX files? The big, dark, empty room. This one. Oh. Man. You know, I really thought the DMX files were gonna frickin' leak, too. That's actually, like, super disappointing. So, like, yeah. There it is. Where did it put the model? Not in work camera. Whoa, why is that skybox down there like that? The door's not there. The alarm panel's not here. DMX files are the save files for this. Hey. Hey. You won't believe how much this hurts. Blue medic. About to explore. Depressed. Blue demo man. Blue demo man on fire. Red scout. New mission. Is drunk. About to explode. This leak isn't related to HLX. No, this leak is not related to HLX. So cool. So cool. I love this. Payload bad water chopped. Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's bad water, but it's chopped. That's what this is. It's a chopped part of bad water. Better question is why? I wish Valve had a dig site moment. Oh, that'd be amazing. It's bad water, but it's chopped. They chopped up a part of bad water. Why'd they do that? We'll never know. Payload Barn Blitz, Payload Gold Rush, Payload Proto 1. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. This is just a beta version of the map. It's really weird how close it is to the final. There's some slight changes here and there, but yeah, this is... That must have been the first Payload map they made. I always thought Gold Rush would have been the first one because it was effectively just Dust Bowl, but again. But, alright. Payload Race Pipeline, Sniper Camp Scene. There doesn't appear to be anything in here. Sniper Camp Scene. Press F11? Yeah, okay, but like... Oh. What the hell? Some kind of unused scene. Wow. Again, it'd be great to have the DMX files, but what can you do? Beggars can't be choosers. It's fine. So they... Yeah, that's crazy. Spy green screen. This is just going to be an empty room, isn't it? Oh! You like jazz? Well, how about these jazz? This is more than just a blank box. What is this? This is more than just a box. There's different stuff in here. Okay. Stage 01. Tyler, you like Strokin'? I love that song. Yeah! It's just, whoa. It's a big old box. All right. All right. That's a bit nice, isn't it? TA Train Yard 01. That sounds familiar. We might have these maps already. Yeah, this looks familiar. Yeah, that one's from the 2023 leak. That's what I thought. Test room bot pen. Have we found something unique? Yeah, a few things. Tyler, do the cool voice. Which one? He's an automatic man. 2, 3, 2, 4. Team Fortress demo stage. Hey! You will not believe how much this hurts. Do you remember this? You remember this? This is where they would have the text on the screen. It's the credits shot. Yeah. Right click. Show game entities. There's no reason for it to be this big. There is also no reason for this extra little detail to be here. Wow. Hey, there I am. It's just copied from 2Fort. TF Warehouse. It's another one of these warehouse maps. It's the same bloody thing. Yepperoonie dooney. It's the same thing. Is the Parcheesi game still going? No, there are so many different iterations of this map. It's crazy. What the hell is this supposed to be? It's so cool to get to see these things, though. TFM demo rant. It's an early version of the demo man. Okay, so okay. So what seems to be happening here is it's explaining something about the early Meet the Team shorts that they were all designed to be interrogations of those people. And so Meet the Heavy, Meet the Demo Man, Meet the Sniper, and Meet the Scout all kind of feel like it's them talking to the camera directly, right? They're interviews. So what they literally did is they must have started Meet the Demo Man with the idea that it was an interrogation, and they just put, instead of it being an interrogation room, they just moved it somewhere else. What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I wouldn't be sitting here discussing it with you, now would I? But look at this, like there's... It's like a place for them to ask the questions. That's really neat. And this was, okay, so what appears to be here is like, MTT is when they knew it was called Meet the Team. Yo, NG Mac. All right, well, the TTS said that wrong. No, it's a new one. So when they figured out it was called Meet the Team, then there's MTT, but there's this TFM stuff. This has to be earlier because it's Team Fortress movie. And so the demo man rant, the what makes me a good demo man? Was an interrogation. So the original TFMs, the Team Fortress movies, were interrogations of the mercs. All right. Oh my God, it's another one of these maps. It's another interrogation room from the TF movie folder. Yeah, that's what this is. It's this warehouse was originally meant to be used as an interrogation area. Oh my God. What are the dates of these files? They're compiled, so it's not really possible to know.
But yeah, okay, so the Meet the Team shorts were originally all interrogations. Here's another one, Interrogation Room, TFM Interrogation Room. Even earlier Interrogation Room. This is the same room as the Demo Man room, but this is just much, much earlier. What's wild to me, right, is it seems like it was all one movie at one point. Like they were interviewing everybody. This would have been like 2006, late 2006, very early 2007. So then like here, TFM medic interview, TFM demo rant, Wachowski demo, like The Matrix. Wachowski demo. Again, it's an interrogation scene, but it's a different version of the warehouse map. Is there like a... I can't think of like an interrogation scene that is like in a police station in the first Matrix movie. I've not seen the other 3 Matrix... Well, I mean, at this point, 2 Matrix movies. The chairs are all moved now. There was? Yeah, why is this map called the Wachowski demo? Did they show this to the fucking Wachowskis? This is listed as 2, but it's less finished than 1. He was interrogated by Agent Smith. Okay, it's been a very long time, but you're correct. Is this the beginning of Meet the Scout? But could you imagine if they were like, what if we pitched like these movies? Like we're making like whatever. I know the Wachowskis were really into video games in the mid-2000s. So, but then there's the medic interview map. This is the Meet the Scout map. The medic okay. So this confirms it. Yeah. It's not known how they were going to... It's not known how they were going to group these up. But if the medic interview was taking place in the same room as the Demo Man interview, then they were interrogating all 9 of them. That was the original idea, is they were interrogating all of them. Oh my god. Okay, so this one is oh, it crashed. Is there a Pyro one? So the Meet the Pyro map is very unfinished. Each map has a unique interview room. No, they're all pretty much the same interview room. They're just like almost like different iterations of the idea. What's confusing, not confusing, but what's disappointing is that if we had the DMX files, this wouldn't even be an argument. This wouldn't be a problem. We would be able to just see. God, I wonder if anybody has the DMX files anywhere, because that would be... Okay, this is the most complete warehouse that I've seen so far. It's got the Parcheesi. So this is like... Okay, so wow. So they reused this space a bunch of times, but what I'm starting to get out of this is that Pete, like the investigators or the detectives or something, are out here trying to interview the mercs. And the mercs are coming in here and being interviewed. Right? That seems to have been the core of the original trailers. Meet the... Whoa. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is fucking wild, man. I would love to see the DMX files. That fan is spinning. Because the DMX, that would answer all the questions, right? If we had the DMX files, we would be able to see what was meant for... I've never seen that before. We would be able to see what was meant for these different maps. They reused the map for Meet the Heavy, but Meet the Heavy was an interview. So, like, maybe Heavy walked in with his gun and set it on this table. And, like, the table broke or something. I really thought the DMX files were in this leak. I'm so curious, what was this for? This was very obviously for something. It's lit really well. Here's the 3D skybox. Really long running scene. We do have key art for a long hallway. That's true. Maybe this was for a paint over. This is so cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool is this to you guys? To me, it's like an 8. Okay, and then the bunker version of the warehouse. Is this a different map? Can't tell. Is this a different map? I mean, it must be. Yeah, this is the bunker warehouse. Thank you for the follows. It's the character select screen. No, it's not. Can you expand the gameplay preview? No, you can't. Do I think Deadlock Meet the Heroes will happen? I do. I don't think for all of them, but I do, yeah. And then the stripped down warehouse map, probably what they were actually working within. Yeah, it's got nothing in it now. Man, this warehouse. This must have been where, like, all of the interviews took place. This must have been the map that Meet the Team was supposed to take place in originally. Viaduct Co-op Short. What? Really early Man vs. Machine beta map here. It's the MVM trailer map? Is it?
I remember the MVM trailer. Oh. Really weird. It's cool. It's very cool. Ow. Is that the medic revive? No, this would be way before. See, that's the thing. Like, this seems like it's before. This seems like it's before this. If that makes sense. Like, this build of whatever they've pulled here is older than Man vs. Machine is. There's another frickin' early Meet the Medic map. Some of these maps are 20 years old. One of them might be. Well, actually, hold on. 19 years, yes. What? It just dawned on me that, yeah, 2006 was 19 years ago. Water test. All right. And then Xmas 2007. This is Portal. This is where they shot that Portal Christmas card thing. And then Black Void, Meet the Heavy, Stage Big. Yeah. So it's good, crazy though. Like, yeah, that's the only Portal thing that's in here. So yeah, like, it's wild, man. It's wild. So I'm gonna look in the weapons. See if there's anything cool here. So we're gonna look at the world models. Bread monster. Cigarette. Shell cigarette. I think I have it set up wrong because it's not like rendering everything out properly. Oh, Jesus Christ. 11 months. Trans rights. Scared me. Ooh. Yeah, I think I have something set up incorrectly. Saxton Hale. So where VGY parts prize wheel? There was a prize wheel? Was there ever prize wheels? Is there anything... Because I saw a bunch of weapons I'd not seen before. And they were like workshop stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's an older... It's an older Saxton Hale model. Did you combine both the TF folder and the TF movie folder? I don't know. Might have. I was most interested in looking at the maps, if I'm going to be honest. He was made to break your heart. He's an automatic man. The maps were interesting, but at the same time disappointing. Yeah, people have found a bunch of unused weapons. But I'm curious where they're freaking finding them. It's not in the TF movie folder, I guess, right? But I guess I combined both of them. It's in C models. So weapons, C models. Oh, yeah. The big mean mother hubber. All right, we'll start from the top. Ambassador. Banner. Deployed banner. Bizarre bargain. Yeah, this big mean mother Hubbard. So these are weapons. These are meant to be usable items. This is the big mean mother Hubbard. It shoots nails. It's like a blunderbuss shotgun that shoots nails. The big Tex. This is big shield. Here's big sword and here's big shield. It's just a big old gray shield. Black box, bone saw. Boink Atomic. It's the Atomizer. Boston Basher. The Huntsman. Is another banner. Like, another banner. Bugle. It's the PDA. What is this? The Busted Booster? The Booster Backpack, the Booster Banner, the Booster Bugle. So it's an unused soldier backpack called the Busted Booster. Part of the Beggar's Bazooka set. It's supposed to be with the Beggar's Bazooka. Okay, so like the dumpster diving stuff. And I guess that fits, yeah. Which means, was that based off of a workshop thing? The caber, the candy cane, chocolate bar, claymore. So dart gun, degreaser, demo arms. Your eternal reward, fire pickaxe, fish cake, fist of steel, fly swatter. This is a classic one. There's even some flies stuck in there. Frontier Justice, frying pan, Gatling gun, the goalkeeper. Oh man. This is like this is making me like feel it's like I'm a kid. Yeah. Meh. Hello, hello, hello. What I was saying was, it's like I'm a kid again. It reminds me when I was a kid and updates came out. And I was like, this is like the why no music? Because no one donated any music. Whoa. The head trimmer. The head trimmer. The Kraken Sage. It's missing a texture. Leather watch. People donated music. Yeah, and we caught up. Leech gun, Wrangler, Liberty launcher, lock and load, machete. Whoa. New soldier shovel. What song did you donate? Because I played all the donated songs. Medigun, Overdose, Pain Train, PDA, the Shield, Pickaxe, Pistol, Pocket Watch. Ooh, we got some sketty. Backroom Labyrinth. Yeah, we played that. See Proto Backpack. It's like the See Proto Medigun. See Proto Syringe Gun. Yeah, the rarest item, the rarest weapon. You never see this weapon. This weapon is in the game. Yeah, the mall. The Russian Riot. That's the family business. Sandvich, Saxy. What is this? Oh, it's a different Medigun. It's the Schwaben Charger. Scottish Resistance. Scout Sword, the Katana. The Conch, the Short Stop, the Shotgun Shovel. Sledgehammer. Have you ever seen any of Dexter? No. Sticky Bomb Launcher, but that's the, yeah. The Survivalist Slugger. Different shotgun model. New shotgun. Switchblade. Early. Charge and Targe. The Big Bang. The Big Bang. Tomislav. What? The Tonsil Clasp? The Tonsil Clasp. The Toolbox. Salmon Max guns. Cool. Sick as hell, man. Really, really cool. There's a lot here. Like, there's a lot that you could go through further, but it's just nice to see this stuff, you know? So where do these files come from? Somebody found an old manifest ID for a beta build of SFM, and that was it. They were teasing it, and then they released it. That seems to be it. The other stuff was just kind of people kind of trolling and fucking around. I think he reads Twitch chat more than YouTube chat. Just checking up, seeing if anything happened. So there was like a big Dota 2 update. You know. but it appears that, you know, it has pretty much... Tyler, do you think these assets could be made functional? Not in the way you think, no. Because we don't really have the scripting for them. You'd have to build something entirely new around it. If that makes sense. I haven't... Electra says hello. Electra says hello, and that she hopes you're having a good life. Okay, I'm gonna be heading out. Thank you for being here. I've been here for like 3 hours and I'm getting tired. Peace and air grease, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. And yeah, I might not see you until I'm at QuakeCon. We'll see. Bye.